Hello, hi, welcome, all the usual things. The plan is to sort of just play some games every so often, just do little updates, just ramble, to be honest, just scream my thoughts into the void and hope that someone, just anyone, will listen, because my therapist surely doesn't. Figured Advanced Warfare it's a Call of Duty I'd never really actually got into. I remember it coming out, and someone I worked with was like, "Oh, get it, we'll play it together." And we played like 2 games, and it was pretty much that. I didn't really play it, and I know it is well respected amongst a lot of people. This was after Ghosts, right? I think I can't remember which order they all come out. There's been so many of them, but I remember everyone being like, "I don't like jetpacks particularly," but this one sort of seemed to nail it, from what I understand. Same with Black Ops 3. And then you got Infinite Warfare, the ugly duckling, I suppose, of the family. I thought I'd give it a go, give it a spin. And I have been playing this lately, to be fair. It's fun, to be honest. I quite enjoy it. It's definitely a different level playing field to what I'm used to. I'm very much boots on ground, point shoot, like that. And the whole acrobatic jumping malarkey, it's never been something I'm good at. I mean, I've got the reactions now of a 46-year-old after several sleeping tablets, and I just never adapted well to this type of Call of Duty. Yeah, that's a me problem, definitely, I think. I was Battlefield at the time, so I was like, well, if I can't blow the walls up, I don't want to know. POV, you are the Kool-Aid man. Little joke for you there, little joke. But yeah, I just figured, you know, I'll make this maybe a new series, or not a new series necessarily, but just me chatting shit, to be honest. Just me rambling, playing a different game every time. And I don't know how frequent this will be. It'll be a lot more frequent once I move out, which is one of the other things that I'm going to ramble about. Obviously, in case you didn't know, I will be leaving this hellhole soon. Not that it is a hellhole, I don't mind it here. Get the odd noise complaint from my mum. That's the harsh reality of living at home when you're an adult, you know. You gotta respect the rules. That's the frustrating thing. This is my little space in here, of course, but I've still got to respect the rules because it's not my place, it's not my house. But I will be moving into a flat where I will be able to do what I want. I'll be able to poo with the door open and cook steak at 3 in the morning. And I'm going to do just that. I'm going to walk around in my pants. That's going to be good. And I'm going to... there will be all sorts of tomfoolery going on, to be honest. I mean, I turned 27 last month. I'm 27 and 1/12. So, 27... It had to happen sooner or later, really, but it's time and place and money, and a lot of money, to be fair. I've already put like $1,500 into this, and I've not even got a moving in date yet, so obviously that's excluding the deposit. But yeah, so that will be happening, I'm hoping, at some point in the next month. It depends. It's with the solicitors at the minute, essentially. If you don't know what solicitors are, you essentially pay them money to kind of justify their job role, which is to read contracts and make sure that they're all legit. But a fucking monkey with a typewriter could do that, as far as I'm concerned. They get paid an extortionate amount of money for doing something a 9-year-old could do, in all honesty. But you gotta do it, otherwise you can't move. So, it is what it is. It will be my place, and I can take my time with it as well. The bathroom needs doing, I know that much. It doesn't need doing, it's all there. There's a toilet, so, you know, that's that priority taken care of. But, like, just sprucing up, you know? I want to change the colour scheme. I'm going to accessorise it. I'm going to get a drinks trolley. Because why not? That'd be really cool. I want a Roomba. And I might get an Alexa and stick it on top of it. And I'll get Alexa to change its name and voice. And then I'll have my own personal droid. It'd be like having a butler. I'm really excited. I'm also excited for Christmas. I'll get to do my own Christmas tree, which will be radical. I'm gonna put a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi at the top of it. No one can stop me. No one can stop me. It's my house. It's my flat. What am I gonna do? Like, what are they gonna do? Tell me not to? So that should be happening in the next month or so. As for content, much the same, I suspect. I've tried to do more on the second channel, and I like the second channel. It feels more free than the main one. I feel restricted a lot of the time with the main one to constantly have these collection of funny moments, you know, because it's what people expect. People are expecting me and the boys just having a dicking about, essentially. And on the second channel, I can show off a bit more personality, unfortunately, and stuff like that. Supply drop. Don't mind if I do. I look like a bumblebee. I'm kind of cool with that. I like bees. Bees are the good guys. Bees are like the spiders, but they fly, and they're actually quite helpful for the economy. Not financially, of course. I mean the global food economy. Back to Advanced Warfare. Like, it does remind me of when Call of Duty was still. It didn't take itself too seriously, and I think realistically, that's how it should be. Like, that's why I think Black Ops 2 is always so highly regarded in the community, because it was colourful, it was silly in parts, you know, and stuff like that. But at the same time as that, it's fun, and that should be the priority. I know with the Modern Warfare reboot, how what they're doing now, it just seems like they're trying to take it too seriously, like with the map design and stuff like that. Like, I am a sucker for a 3-lane system. I don't mind it personally. Like, if the map's fun, that should be priority number one. It shouldn't be how does this look? Does this look realistic? Oh, guys, check this out. It's a throwback. And I think it speaks levels that all of the best maps in the Modern Warfare rebooted games, other than maybe a couple in 2019, all of the best maps are just re-skinned. Like, they're all old maps that have just been redone. And I don't know if they've run out of ideas, or if it's just the gameplay style just doesn't work, or what. But obviously people play these older maps the way they used to, and that's why they're fun, because it's just a bunch of idiots running around pointing Nerf guns at each other. That's realistically what Call of Duty is, which is why I'm so excited for X Defiant. If it ever fucking comes out, I mean, it'd be great if it did. Like, anytime soon would be nice. Please, I'm begging. I'm really excited for that game, and like, the longer I'm waiting, like, the thing is, I get it, and I would rather they took their time with it and got it to where it should be before it come out. So I commend them for that. Fair enough. But at the same time as that, at least give us I mean, the only idea they've given us is summer, and like, I mean, we're in September now, so I think statistically summer technically ends on like the 23rd of September. The game has glitched and kicked me out. Fantastic. As soon as that game comes out, I'll be all over it. I know that much. As you can see at the bottom, there's 3 games, there's 3 matches, which means at most there's an absolute total of like 36 people playing the game. I'm in 2 minds about even getting Modern Warfare 3, and I know what'll happen. I'll end up getting it. I'll end up getting it because one of the boys will go, I'm getting it. So I'll then, by default, go, alright, fine, I'll get it. I mean, it might be good. It might be good. Sledgehammer, so maybe. But it might be good. I'm genuinely shocked people are still playing this. I don't know if it's had a revival or what, but and it's quite a mixed group by the looks of it. I mean, that guy's level 44, so I mean, you can tell that they're not a seasoned veteran at the game. Much like me, I'm only ranked 45, but that's because, like I said, I did play it when it came out. I just didn't play it when it came out, you know. But I am concerned for Modern Warfare 3. Concerned, not really excited, to be honest. The campaign on Modern Warfare 2 was a little bit of a letdown, I thought. I think in my head the standard is the OG Modern Warfare 2 campaign, and it's stubborn of me, but it's always going to be compared to that, you know. I will always compare it to that, regardless of how good it is. because that's my bread and butter. Like that's the standard in my head of where it should be, at least. Mind you, Black Ops 1, absolute elite campaign. And to be fair, I'm looking at getting a PS3. I've been looking for months now, but I'm going to get a PS3 at some point, and then that's a whole new whirlwind of games that I can play. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Once I'm settled, get all the consoles, I will do a proper room tour and stuff. I'm concerned about how I'm going to survive financially, but once my bills are paid, then theoretically, like, the only thing I've got to worry about is food and petrol. And if I have to have a sensible month, then I will. Like, that's the harsh reality of it. I'm completely changing how I'm living my life. At the moment, I'm living life like I live at home, which is the case. Once my rent's paid at the beginning of the month, I'm done. You know, once all my car bills and phone bills, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I am not very good at this game. I do remember how fierce it was at school if your KD was below 1. Like, that was basically a death sentence. If your KD was under 1, you were essentially a weasel amongst men. The jumping is... I just struggle to get used to it. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but like, I could start shooting someone and they could just disappear. I like simple. I like easy point and shoot. I'm also still fucking dreadful at this game, which is not very radical at all. But it's fun. Like, at the end of the day, I wouldn't be put off playing this. I feel like these ones are actually a bit more of a skill curve than the newer ones. The newer ones are literally point and shoot. I mean, I've got bloody Orion, and it wasn't really that much of a challenge. It was just a bit of a graft, you know, so... But yeah, anyway, right, I'm going to leave it there. Sick one. Let me know other games you want to see and stuff, and hopefully I can continue to ramble. So,